Hello, and welcome to today's video. Hope y'all enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say that I have used other builds. This is amongst my personal favorite. Um, I know I'm gonna have some Giga extremists try to pop into the uh, comments, probably trying to say that this isn't the best build. Maybe not in stats terms. I would consider it S class. It's probably an S class weapon. We all know how this weapon classes works, but in all honesty, I have watched somebody beat this entire game with a club. So it's all really on play style, play skill. But we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the armor. We're going to get into the talismans, and we're going to get into the enchantments. And we're going to do all this as quickly as possible with as much detail. So if there is something I missed or anything like that, please let me know down in the comments. With that being said, we're going to get straight into the video and leading up to this build. I hope you all enjoy. Please subscribe, please share, hit the like button and show support. Thank you. Okay, with that being said, yeah, there's many other builds. This is strictly a faith build. My very first build was a dex build with the Moonveil Katana. You're absolutely going to beat the game with the Moonveil. I did a strength build, a guts build with the great sword, and you're absolutely going to beat the game with that. You get the great sword along this path very early. You can get it out of a chariot. You're going to definitely want to drop by the Death Touch Catacombs. So from gate front, you'll go up here, you'll cut a right before you get up here to go to this castle, and you'll go through Death Touch Catacombs, and it's in there. It's fairly easy to get. It's on a ledge. You'll go in, you'll go left, you'll drop down off a ledge, you'll turn around, you'll go back, you'll take another left, yeah, all that, and you just go straight ahead and it's right there. It sounds like a lot, but you know, it ain't. It really ain't. With that being said, I'm going to get y'all up to speed and what y'all need and to get to the stats and everything else for this build as quickly as possible. Alright, so the blade itself is the Blasphemous blade. Ash of War. It's very overpowered. Alright, so with that being said, the very first weapon for this build you'll want to go for is the winged scythe. The winged scythe, you'll need strength 16, dexterity 16. So strength, dexterity at level 16, and your faith at level 24. To require these stats, you definitely want to get the Uchiha Katana. You can get you some runes off of some bosses along the way, upgrade them. There's somber smithing stones, and there's somber smithing stones and there's smithing stones. Those are very important. You'll typically get them through places that are marked with orange place like this. There's guides, full guides for the whole smithing stones all over YouTube, all over the net. But eventually you're going to make your way to this the round table right off the rip, early game, and that's where you'll meet the twin maiden husks inside that place, and that's where you'll be upgrading your weapons and everything. So to get to this scythe, what you're going to need to do is from gate front, you'll go down this way, you'll stick along this path. You can get a club from here too, but I like using the katana for what we're leading up to. But you're going to hook up this bank. You're going to grab this gray side. You'll go across the bridge. Be careful, there's a little dude on that bridge. He's a little, a little feisty. You're going to go down through here, and then you're going to get to the Tomb Ruins. And in the Tomb Ruins, there's a basement. Kind of exactly like here in Gatefront Ruins, where you'll get a talisman, I think, or a weapon, something like that. But there'll be a basement top place like that. In here, you'll go down in there, you'll open a chest, boom, you get your scythe. To get these stats, which is why this Uchiha Katana comes into play, you'll want to do a little bit of rune farming. I'm going to go into detail with the early rune farm before I get into detail with the new and probably best rune farm. It's an old rune farm, but it's probably the best one. And not everybody has access to PS Plus, so if you don't have PS Plus, this is going to be your best offline option in terms of rune farming. If you have PS Plus and you have a friend, you can get them to duplicate you 99 Lord runes, and that will automatically get your stats where you need to be. If you need, you can get them to duplicate you more. That is the absolute best way to do it, is get somebody to duplicate you runes. So with that being said, an early rune farm, you can go, once you're up here to the first side of grace, you've talked to White Mask. You've kind of probably already ran through it a little bit, but you want to make your way up to here. Once you get this, you'll get here, and then you'll want to avoid this. There's something through here you want to avoid. So what you want to do is you want to go through here, hook around this, come down here, go here. And there's a chest you're going to open up, and it's going to lead you to the Bestial Sanctum. It's either the Bestial Sanctum there or here. One second. No, I told y'all wrong. I very much apologize for that. But there is a what was it? A church, and it's the Third Church of America. It'll be along the pathway. After you've gotten your scythe and everything else, you can just, go back to this. You'll cross the bridge, and then you'll go left. You'll take a left. Be careful through here at night, because there's going to be a headless horseman like dude. He's kind of powerful. You want to try to fight him, go ahead and fight him. They typically carry some good stuff. But anywho, what you want to do is you want to go left. You want to go up here. You'll find a Third Church of America. You're going to jump through the window after you grab the sacred tear and go to the left toward this waterway here. And then you're going to follow it back toward here. There's going to be a portal. That portal is going to lead you up to here at the Bestial Sanctum. You'll see a guy sitting at the back of this room. What you want to do is you'll talk to him, exhaust dialogue, whatever. It has nothing to do with what you need to do. But you're going to turn around. There will be a guy standing right out front here. Absolutely, just do not mess with him right now, because at this state, unless you're an absolute movement god, which is going to take a hot minute to destroy him, just don't even try it. So what you want to do is avoid him. Go through here, get on your horse, go all the way down these cliffs, work your way along, watch for enemies, go here, grab this side of grace, and then you're going to work your way all the way down this path, work your way through here. There should be a lift right through here near this Erd tree. You're going to see it's going to be a big old tree. Then you're going to jump up that lift. You're going to go to this castle, get this grace. Avoid this little dragon dude. Don't get up in front of him. None of that. Go in through here. You're going to make your way all the way to the roof. You're going to fall down in. You're going to go to the back of that room. You're going to grab a medallion thing. Medallion. And then you're going to go ahead and travel here. You're going to equip that medallion. You're going to use your katana. And you're going to go over there to that dragon. You'll see him. He's laying across some rocks. And you're going to hack your way to getting 50k runes. But you do not want to wait till you see those runes. You want to wait till you see the stagger. You'll see the stagger once you knock his health. Then you want to get on your horse as fast as possible. Go here. Rest of the grace. So you keep doing that. Rinse and repeat. It's 50k each time. And it'll get you up to the stats you need. The stats we're working toward... is for the Blasphemous Blade. And the Blasphemous Blade, you'll need 22 strength, 15 dexterity, and 21 faith. And with that being said, you want to go ahead and upgrade your scythe. You want to get your stats for the scythe. You want to, you already have the Uchi Katana, which is what I use to farm the dragon there. There's a dragon farm, decaying dragon farm. You're going to farm that. You like I said, you want 16 strength, 16 dexterity, 24 faith for the scythe. So you go ahead and work your way up to the scythe, or you can upgrade the katana however you choose. That's early game. Alright, so eventually later on in the game, you're definitely want to go through the White Mask quest. And for this rune farm, the next rune farm, you'll want to go to one of my previous videos and check that out. There are steps leading up to that. You're going to want to need to get the craft book for the golden feet, which is in one of my videos, and you definitely want to get the golden scarab, and that is also in one of my videos, and that's all explained. It's a 30-minute long video. It's pretty quick. It's as quick as I could get it, you know, in 30 minutes, and doing all that and going into all that detail. But that's why I'm trying to do this video as fast as possible. But with that being said, you get those. You can basically triple stack those. You can use your equip the golden scarab, use your golden foot, and those will stack on each other, and what they do is they multiply how many runes are dropped from destroying enemies. So with that being said, after you've done White Mask, you did a little bit through the game, you got White Mask up here, you've watched the old rune farm on my YouTube down in, you know, down through there. You'll end up at this place. You'll end up with this great site, and in that video you'll shoot the bird. You generally want to have your bow equipped before you go to there and hit the bird with that. You know, use your golden foot after you equip the bow and travel to here. Shoot the bird, go down through there, destroy those albinarics down through here, just down through here, and then you go back to there. And it don't matter what weapon you typically use. Blasphemous blade's fairly easy. They prefer you to use the ancient relic sword or whatever, and that's something you get at the end game, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to be rune farming to get to the end game. So once you've worked your way through the game, you went up through here, you've completed everything, you're going to eventually get to the Grand Lift. You're going to eventually make your way to Volcano Manor. What you'll do is you're going to talk to the lady in the chairs in the center of this place. You're going to accept her contracts. She's going to give you a key to a room. You're going to go to the right, and it's the second door on the left. You're going to open it up, and on the table she's going to give you contracts, assassination contracts. Alright, so her first assassination, you're going to get the scaled armor. Honestly, in my opinion, this is one of the best armors in the game, if not the best armor in the game. Okay, by about that point you're going to potentially have destroyed Radon. You can get his stuff at the round table off of the 2 fingers. You do the remembrance, you get to, you know, champion stuff, and you can buy Radon's gauntlets and gleaves. And they're probably the best gauntlets and gleaves pre-DLC that you can use. And I mean, they're good on the physical, they do a lot of protection. Alright, you're going to get White Masks from Moog Palace area. Do not progress all the way up here until you have destroyed the 3 NPCs for the White Mask quest, because once you destroy the 3rd NPC, they're going to give you White Mask. And people say that it is good for bleed, but nowhere on here does it say anything about bleed. Okay, so the thing about that is people think that it's for bleed, but honestly it's arcane, and arcane works into bleed, and arcane also ties into faith, because faith is also tied into fire. It's a weird bunch of things, so it's those hidden affiliates. I'm kind of explaining that to you. So this also helps us with the Blasphemous blade using White Mask. So with that being said, I've explained how to get the armor already. You get the Blasphemous blade also by completing that quest. The scaled armor is going to be gotten here. She's going to give you, you're going to get these letters off the table, and you're going to go through these assassinations, and your very first one, you're going to get scaled armor right there. And once you complete it, she's going to let you see the master. Make sure you all pick up for that fight after you complete the Volcano Manor quest. Make sure you pick this weapon up before you fight that big giant thing. I ain't going to spoil it, but pick this up. It'll be on the left as soon as you go on the boss fight. Super makes it super easy. Spam left trigger, you know, you'll see. After you do that, you can use his remembrance at the round table, and you'll get the Blasphemous blade. And I'm almost positive it's somber smithing stones. There's somber smithing stone bearings through the game that you can acquire and get, and all that and whatnot. There's ball bearings and the somber stones themselves, so you'll find along the way. Like I said, there's guides for days online. So once you've gotten a weapon, you've upgraded it, you've upgraded yourself, you've upgraded extra things that you think you need to get upgraded. You've got the armor, you've got all that stuff. What you want to do is you want to get your talismans. The green turtle talisman you can get acquiring it by going along this path. Once you get up here, you'll have the Storm Hill Shack. You'll keep going along the right way here, and there will be a basement in Summon Water Village. You can get that off of. Golden Scarab, I've got a whole video for that. You can get this one off of EG. It lowers the FP cost, so each time you use this Ash of War, it costs less. It's very important. You'll want to use that. This greatly increases Max's stamina. This is personal preference. Not 100% entirely sure of exactly where to find it, but it isn't going to like work any much thing toward this build. It's mainly personal preference for the fourth final slot. Okay, so with that being said, you want to get the claw mark seal. You can purchase that off a Twin Maiden Husk, I'm almost positive. You want a good heal. Erd Tree heal can be found in Lindale Capital. But it requires a faith of 42. So any type of heal incantation will suffice. Golden Vow. Is located up here. Once you have been along the way, there will be a shack. It's called the Corpse Stench Shack. Definitely want to pick that up. One more time. Corpse Stench Shack. And these are your buffs. Flame grant me strength. You want to get it from, let me double check, I think this is the fort. I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Fort Gale is right here. You basically want to get on your horse and ride along through here all the way down to Fort Gale. It's on the outside skirts of Fort Gale. It'll be on the outside of it, honestly. I searched all through the inside. I was like, what? But it's actually on the outside. It'll be guarded by a couple of tough enemies, so be careful there. What you want to do is, before you go into boss fights, you want to hit your boom. Boom. Hit your rune arc. Press triangle, or hold triangle and hit R1, two-hand this, and run in and cheese them. I'm using Mimic here. It's all personal preference, really. You can all the way upgrade it, but Mimic Tier is one of the best for this build. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, if I missed anything at all, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to be showing y'all a quick preview of why this is the best build, and I'm going to show you all me cheesing Melania in less than a minute, basically. This build is absolutely a god build, and it is amongst my favorites, if not my favorite. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, let's go ahead and get this video to let's go ahead and get this to 50 subs. Get the stream to 50 subs. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for your support, and I hope you enjoy the next. Be in mind, if you haven't beat the game, you don't want to be spoiled. I would be careful of the next part, but if you really want to see what this build does, stay tuned. Thank you. Alright, so two things I definitely needed to add before we go into completely cheesing Melania is the Claw Mark Seal. You obtain the Claw Mark Seal by getting a Death Root off of where you get the Turtle Talisman. Once you defeat that boss, you'll get a Death Root, and the guy that you talk to in the Bestial Sanctum is important because after you give him the Death Root, he'll give you the Claw Mark Seal for your incantations. Okay, so not everybody knows who EG is for the Carrion Crest. for the lowering FP, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know because this is a guide and we do like to get into detail. EG is located right outside of these ruins right here. He'll be on the left. He's a giant, and but yeah, you talk to him, you purchase it off of him. EG. With that being said, we're gonna get straight into it. Rain dance, rain dance. He's off. Oh, failure to communicate. Oh yeah, I'll play both. Back up. God, short work.